There's a concept that I want to share with you today, and that's the idea of the race of life. What I want you to do is imagine that we're all on like a 400-meter race on that track in your school. Imagine we're all racing to get to the end, and at the end is the perfect life. It's the perfect wife, the perfect kids, the perfect physique, everything you would want, the perfect bank account, everything. And so we're all racing to get to the end so that we're able to get the prize first. You know what some people are gonna do? Some people, to guarantee that they get the prize, are gonna look back and they're gonna tell you, you should not be running, you should be walking. Because walking is, better for your energy, it'll help you get to the end faster. And most people are gonna believe that. They're gonna stop, they're gonna start walking because, well, they're ahead of them. So why would they not want what's best for them? And so they're gonna be walking and they're gonna make zero progress. Now, the reason I wanna share this concept is because that's not the only guy that's on the track. There's another guy that's running and he slows down and he turns around. For some reason, he turns around, he goes to the guy that's walking, and he tells him to start running again. That second guy literally pushes the other guy's back to get him to start running again, and they start jogging together. The guy that went back, he could have made so much more progress if he kept running, but he stopped, came back, and is now jogging with the other guy. That is what I want to share with you today. But before that, let me introduce myself. My name is Julian, and just around 3 years ago, I was a bullied skinny kid that had nothing going for himself in life. I was basically the definition of a degenerate, and that's when I found out what self-improvement was, and I decided to change my life around to who I am today. And that's why I created this channel, so I can help teens in the same situation as I was get on self-improvement and become the best versions of themselves. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, feel free to subscribe and join us. So what I really like about this idea is it represents the negative and the positive side of self-improvement. And I actually saw the negative side myself because I used to be in a community where people could share their experiences with self-improvement. And one day when I opened the app and I checked the most recent post, it was by a guy talking about how he got rid of his Jeffrey friends. And in the post, he talked about how he was at a bar with his new friends when he saw his old Jeffrey friends, and he told them, "Piss off, I'm not your friend, you have a terrible physique, you look like crap, and you're not on self-improvement, I don't want to associate with you. So stop giving a bad negative," or something like that. And when I saw this post, I thought that he was going to continue and then talk about how he was wrong. But instead, he talked about how he felt really happy that he did that and he conquered his Jeffrey friends. Can you spot what was wrong about that? He was one of the people that was looking back at the other people running and told them to walk. He was basically shouting at them, downgrading them because he was on self-improvement, thinking that he's better than them. And that is what I want you to realize. You are not better than anyone. Your life does not matter more than a homeless man's life does, and Elon Musk's life doesn't matter more than a homeless man does. Everyone's life is equal. So, what I want you to realize is self-improvement isn't about forcing your way to the top, but it's about guiding others there with you. I'm going to repeat that quote. Self-improvement isn't about forcing your way to the top, but by guiding others there with you. A lot of people think that the main goal of self-improvement is to become the best version of themselves, but that's not true. Self-improvement is getting everyone to become the best version of themselves. It's about helping others become the best versions of themselves. The issue with the first kind of people, the people who only focus on themselves, is that they're seeking pleasure, not purpose. Pleasure is having the yacht, having the girls, having the money, and just being in the happiest situation in your life. But once you die, a month later, no one will remember you because you made no difference. You're just another rich millionaire that, doesn't care about everyone else, thinking he's better than them because he has money. Now, the other guy, he seeks purpose. He helps other people become better versions of themselves. He's sacrificing some of his process to help others. That's purpose. Purpose is making your parents proud. Purpose is giving your kids a good life. And purpose is helping others get into a better situation. People aren't remembered because they're rich. People are remembered because of what they did, of the changes they made. And the reason I'm making this video is because I was in a horrible rut. And for the first 2 years of my self improvement journey, I spent the entire time focusing on myself and bettering myself. And now I'm only in my school for another month before I move. And I realized that I made zero difference. The second I leave, in probably 2 months, people will have forgotten who I am completely. They won't even think about me. And that's because I was too focused on bettering myself. And so now, with the last month I have in school, I'm trying to focus on getting as many people on self improvement as possible and helping as many people better themselves as possible. I helped the skinny kid who was bullied as much. I already convinced him to stop playing video games, which I'm happy about, and I see him improving every day. I'm giving him little bread trails of info and he figures it out himself because I also don't want to spoon feed him. I want him to figure out all this info himself. But after all of this, I've realized how more fulfilled I feel helping others than I do helping myself get better. And don't get me wrong, by helping others, you're still improving yourself. I don't know if you ever heard this, but there's a quote that says, "The person who learns the most in a classroom is the teacher." By teaching others, that is the best way to learn it yourself. And that's the only way to master it. If you only do it yourself, you'll get very good at a skill. But if you start teaching it, that's when you learn to master it. So I'm not going to waste any more of your time. That's the main principle I want to talk about in this video. Don't let ego get to your head. Just because you're on self-improvement doesn't mean you're better than people. It doesn't mean that you deserve to live any more than anyone else does. All that it means is that you are in a better situation yourself. But that doesn't change anything. You are significantly better if you help others progress with you than if you focus on yourself. You are sacrificing some of your process because I promise you, you will make more progress if you focus on only yourself. But you will feel less fulfilled, you will have no purpose, and in the end, no one will remember you. So it all depends on how big of a change you want to make in this world. But thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day.